A man can be in a space where everything about her femininity, while it drew you in and attracted you, you may have heard this, the same thing that draws you in and attracts you is the same thing that can repel you or annoy you, said another way. Why? You see her, you're attracted to you, you go for what you want, shoot your shot. It's successful. She's in your life, you're going on a date, she's somewhere in the mix, right? In your orbit. You've got access to that femininity, to that woman. Her traits, her organization, her communication, her feelings, her integrity, her logic. I'm speaking to all the things that you're not really going to find in a feminine woman, or the things that are going to be, shall we say, different from you. Allow me to introduce myself. I am a masculinity architect, Duwayne Langham. This space right here is for men. I've got another channel, Building the Architect. Shout out. If you've got ladies that you want to be in their femininity, that, sisters, mothers, aunties, whatever, these modern women, hey, reach one, teach one. We got to be the change we want to see in the world. So pass them on to that channel. Let them get their knowledge. Live at 5 is on Monday for them. But that is what I'm all about. My study, my work is the divine masculine and feminine energy. If you're familiar with the content, if you've checked out what I put out, you know what I'm talking about. I spit it to you straight. First and foremost, I need you to go ahead and like. If you haven't already, drop the follow, subscribe. You don't want to miss this. Live at 5 every week. I'm always in the space, on position, doing God's work. By the way, I also got a free ebook up on the store, absolutely free. Really, it's called The Dance. And this is all about the dance of yin and yang, divine, masculine, and feminine energy. Pick that up. Dive into it. I'm very proud of that work, and it gives you a solid foundation to understand where I'm coming from, what I'm talking about. Applies to your relationships, applies to platonic friendships, familial, professional, all aspects, your communication. These universal laws are at play, y'all. Whether you know it or not, whether you understand it or not, if you ever heard about law of attraction, all these universal laws and principles, this is forgotten wisdom and knowledge that as much as you can pull out a screen and get all your information on social media, there's not a lot of people talking about this. Yeah, that's my niche. That's my sandbox. I love it. I love diving into it. So get all that you can. Pick up that free ebook. That'll give you the solid foundation of a base. In the meantime, right here, in this message right here, you're going to get what you need. So let's jump right in. And without the maturity to appreciate, I'll elaborate later why you would want to appreciate. But if it just occurs as an annoyance, if it just occurs as a problem because you're only to the maturity level to think of, well, I do things this way, so if everyone, including your women, do things this way, we'll solve the problem. No big deal. Can't manage your money? Do it this way. Can't keep your things organized? Do it this way. Can't manage and organize your time management? Do it this way. And if you do anything else, it's not just that they're another human being that has another way of doing things. They are literally opposite, masculine, logical, pragmatic, direct, straightforward. Feminine is all the complete opposite of that. So all of those things that you may be grounded in, you may find as solid, effective, efficient ways of getting things done, everything I just laid out is fucking gibberish on the feminine side. Because for the feminine side of the coin, it's all about the feeling. It's all about the connection. It's all about the emotion. It's all about nurturing. It's all about the quality of life. Masculine answers the question, who am I? We got to take that cold, harsh, isolated path. Who am I going to be? The chaos all around, the unknown, the things you can't control, life be life in, and you've got to be that grounded rock solid. Again, that feminine flow of the flower, she's got to go with the flow. Unless she's grounded in her masculine. But we're talking about feminine women. So I'm going to tailor the discussion to my grounded masculine men looking for feminine flowing women. And so if she is that opposite, you have to. It is in your best interest to appreciate that polarity, to appreciate the differences in between. It doesn't mean they stop getting on your nerves, but you have the maturity from experience to understand it. Female nature. Whoo, that's the mark of the beast. And if you know anything about the red pill conversation, you definitely know what I'm talking about. And inside of that, I invite you to consider that it is par for the course. That's just the game. That's the nature. Honestly, because of course, we both got divine masculine, divine feminine. You've got it too. How you feel about things is very relevant. It's not as exercised as your masculine, traditionally, conservatively, by our society. it's not really viewed that way. We're just getting to the point where men's mental health, where men's emotions and feeling is actually getting on the radar to get acknowledged. So we're not conditioned to give a fuck, to be quite frank. So if you're expecting to hit everything, your only tool is a hammer and everything looks like a fucking nail, you're going to have a hard time when you come to a socket that needs a wrench. So inside of that, the maturity and understanding the other side is to get that, yes, there's all these benefits to feminine in your life. The disadvantages, are you ready for that feminine energy? Are you ready for the conversations that don't make any sense? Are you ready to hear about her problems and understand that she doesn't want you to fix shit? And we'll get mad if you try. What the fuck? Yes. Doesn't make it any better, but yes. Just the maturity to accept and understand. Because on the other side, they're looking at, why do you have to be so straightforward? Why are you trying to solve my problems? Why are you so logical? Why? Yes. Ladies as well, if you're still here and listening. Stop. Yes. Both sides. It's just maturity. It's just understanding